All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Banks, and I'm the one mostly heading on the Monday live sessions. Sorry. Hold on. All right. So, as I was saying, good morning, everybody. My name is Banks. I'm mostly the one recording the Monday live sessions. And on today's episode, we're going to be looking at something very, very, very exclusive. And we'll be looking at two different pairs, which basically would be XAUUSD and most likely GBP USD. I'm just going to look at it for the week and I'll tell you guys what we can expect and some of the things that we can look at and how you can be able to get the best trades out of all of this. How you can get the best setups and all. So please pay attention as you go with me, basically. All right, so hold on for me. All right, so we're going to be looking at XAUUSD right now, and what do we have as projection? First off, we need to go to the weekly time frame and see what market did there basically. And on the weekly, you can literally see that we had an upward momentum, right? Market basically tried to juggle in between pushing up price and then retesting of this particular high that is here. So now we're going to look at most likely a continuation of that initial pattern I presented last week. Now the weekly, we've seen that it gave us buys for last week. Now all we have to do is then come back to the daily time frame first off. And what's the daily time frame giving? On the daily time frame, consider on the daily time frame, what we have there is now see that on the daily time frame, what we have on the daily time frame is nonetheless it's still the buys. But then I have a feeling that gold retested this particular high. Are you guys paying attention? Please listen to what I have to say. Gold retested this particular high. This is one high here. This is the second high. Now, gold retested this particular high that is here. These two area that is above here. Now, gold retesting that area can signify that market created a reversal of this high, right? But this high that is here that created an initial sell never broke structure. So this particular high that was here, this one did not break structure. So what me I'm currently seeing is that there is a break of structure, right? Nobody's disputing that, right? But then what broke structure was not this high, it was this second high. So this second high had a break of structure of this particular low that is here. Please, I need you to think at the capacity that I'm reasoning this stuff. Now, once we then have the fact that this was a low here, the market created a scaling entry of this particular one and then pushed down price. So for me, I'm assuming that if gold is going to sell, gold has to sell at a price that is higher than these two areas. Why? Because this place serves as a liquidity zone for me. Because we have two equal highs that is here. And most likely, what me I'm projecting is that market, listen, what I'm projecting is that market can maybe push up price from here, get here, push down price a bit, then long all the way to this high that is here. Do you guys understand what I'm saying now? You don't understand me at all? React to the chat box if you get me. You're beautiful. So instead of me, for instance, now, all right, beautiful guys, let's go. So instead of me now saying that I'm looking at the sales immediately, what I would be looking at is how to get those buy zones. Does that make sense? So me, I already know that this area is a liquidity. See, you have to be dynamic in how you think about the market. See, I might not be 100% right, but I know that you guys already even know that the chances of me being wrong is quite slim. But then let's work with the possibility of me being right. Yeah. So we've seen that okay, there might be a likelihood that market might reverse, right? The sales are inevitable from that area. I'm not disputing that, but this is a daily time frame, right? So the sales are inevitable. I'm not disputing that fact that the sales are inevitable, but I'm saying that for me to be able to believe that there's a proper structure of sales coming in, market has to push up price all the way to maybe this high. And now, why am I having that confidence? First off, this zone never broke structure. This zone that is here never broke structure. This second area was the one that broke structure. So I'm saying that these two zones represent an equal high. That is also a liquidity area. Now, market can push up price and take off this zone. And the next TP area that you can see for a possible sell is that area that is slightly above, which is currently this zone. So for me, I might be looking at gold buys all the way to this particular area until I see a reversal of that zone. And now, once I've seen that, okay, this is my own bias, I'm repeating it's my own bias. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the 4-hour time frame. Now that I'm on the 4-hour, I minimize the chart and check what do we have here. Now, this is the 4-hour time frame first off. You minimize your chart. Expand it. Now, what do we see there? Now, this liquidity area for me, 1, and then 2, this is a high, soup of the high, market created. So for me, when I'm expecting the sales, I'm expecting the sales from an area around here. And that's like 2760 region. So then 2760 region is an area that I'm expecting the possible shots for XAUUSD. Am I making sense? So once you know that, okay, that price, that area is basically the zone that I'm expecting market to react from. Yeah, now you already know that. What you're then going to do, or what I would then do, is I need to look for possible buy regions. Long. Welcome, guys. Mute yourselves. So you can't necessarily always trade what you feel. You can't trade your feelings. You have to see concurrently what the market is giving you. So that's what I'm saying. So now, once you've seen this now, I'll just come here, then look at the possible area for the buys. However you want to refine your SL, that'll be for you. It's only those in the signal room that I will be able to call a stop loss for. Particular, I'm gonna have to refine yours. Please mute yourselves. And then you have this zone. See, I'm waiting for a break above this high. Let's get a break above that tiny high. Once you get a break above that tiny high, the break above that tiny high, then you have something like this. You can refine. This is like 180 pips stop loss. But this TP is 620 pips. So this is a 4-hour time frame. But once you come down to like 45 minutes time frame, you should be able to refine the SL of 45. So go back to the 4-hour. I prefer my trades on 4 hours. I'm able to see the clear view.
Yeah. Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, with us. Thank you. All right. So, and then that way, you guys already saw how I broke down this analysis. So what am I expecting? First of all, we had a market creating a high here. Then it pushed down past but never broke structure. A recap. Market created a second high here, but this was one that broke structure. So for me, I've not seen a proper continuation pattern because you can see that we have short candles here that has formulated. People with $20 account. I wanted to say something, but I'm not going to say that. I seem to ash. That's fine. I think there's something called using your own discretion most times. My own is to do the analysis for you. I'm not in the position to spoon feed you. So if I do the analysis and tell you where I am thinking my bias is headed. Actually, I already took a trade on gold earlier this morning, and I already made um what's it called? About 100 pips on itself. So me just coming here, it really doesn't differentiate anything. But like it's because of mostly those that are in the signal room anyways. So let's focus on what's important. Um so now since we already know that, it's fine, it's fine. You guys are defending me, it's fine. Come on. Yeah. I understand. You can just see 0.01 if you're trading a $20 account. It's okay. All right. So as I was saying, so once you've seen that, okay, now because look at it, guys. So I'm expecting the device to continue because this particular area here, if we have a break above this slight high that is here, then you know that okay, it should continue one. And then two, the fact that we have two liquidity zones sitting down here. So I'm believing that there is a proper sell opportunity above here. So what market would then most likely do is continue to push your price. Now, if it gets to this high, it will react. I'm not disputing that fact. But then the reaction might basically
That's when something is buying. No, the market can blue.
the reaction might not basically hold for long. Yeah. And then you have the continuation of the buys all the way up. Then now around this particular high that is here on even the 4-hour time frame and even on the daily, you can then expect the continuation of the sales and all, and that's just it. So now that brings us to the next pair. So once you see a break above this particular high, you can refine your entry however you want. But me, I'm believing that you should see gold buys at least all the way to this high, 2758 region. That is my own quote and unquote bias. And I'm sticking to it. So the next one we'll be looking at, please mute yourselves now, is GBP USD quickly. GBP USD. Ooh, GBP USD has been selling. All right. What do we have here? Let's go to the daily. First of all, let's go to the weekly. If I see anything, I'll let you guys know. If I don't see anything, that's pretty much it. All right. Man, don't mind my charts. It's just a lot of work. It's a mess. All right. So what do we have here? Okay, nice. As you can see on GBP USD, we have market breaking. Please just be patient. Relax. Let me clear this picture. I can see it. Please mute yourself. Human beings are very frustrating. Next. When you join a Zoom call, like it's just normal for you to just mute yourselves. It is well. And it's very distracting when you make noise. All right, so it's always very beautiful to see that people use these Monday live sessions to make a lot of money if you are smart. But you know, I'm only saying that there are still some people that even if they sit down beside Jesus, they will not still make heaven. So your choices matter. And the beautiful thing about life is that you can't always be right 100% of the time. Because if you are right, you feel like a God. And you're not God. So most people want you to be right 100%, and it's not possible. Because even they themselves, they are not right every single time. So why expect another person to be right? All right, so on GBP USD right now, I'm actually seeing a possibility for buys and also a possibility for continuation of sales. I'm actually expecting a possibility for, I'm looking at possibility for the buys and also a continuation in sell pattern. So I'm going to be marking out two POIs. The POI that you have a break of this low and the POI that you do not have the break of that low. So it's not left for you to go and refine. So now, if we have a break below this area that is here, which means if GBP USD should break this region, which is going to be around here. So if GBP USD is starting around that, we start saying this. Please, people should not be insulting each other. All right. So if you look at a break below this particular area that is here, so now we're looking at markets. If we have a break below this region, market is going to continue to push down price. That is my own bias. Now, if we have a break below this region, my own exit point, this is a weekly time frame. So my own exit point might most likely be on the daily. Now let's put it back to daily time frame. Now on the daily, you can see that if we go ahead to minimize the chart here, this is an opportunity for you to look at the buys that is here. But then if market breaks below this particular area, which is like 1.2347, although I've seen a possible signal, I'm going to send it to the signal room anyways. But then if market breaks below 1.20347, we can then have the continuation of the sales all the way down if we have a break below this region. So why am I saying that? Because a break below this area, which is the low, would signify the fact that market is now looking at the possible continuation of sales. Now, you cannot expect market to dump immediately, but then breaking the last valid area for a possible buy would indicate that it's going to sell. Because look at, for instance, now, this was an area where market could buy from. Market pushing price into this region. Please pay attention. Market pushing price into this region, right? We saw that it bought about 220 pips. But then, when we continue pushing down price and broke below this region, we can see that the sales happened all the way down, which means if immediately market broke, if you had gotten a retest and a continuation of sales, you would have been able to bag at least an extra like 200 or 300 pips on GBP USD. Now, I am saying again, it's all repetition that the same thing that happened here, the same thing that happened here, if market should push down price to the current area that it is, and doesn't react by pushing up price there, and it breaks the low the same way it broke this low, we are going to have sell continuation hold the exact same way. It's copy and paste. Now, your own ability to actually train your eyes is what would help you. So, to cut long story short, we're looking at possible XAUUSD buys into an area where it will now create a continuation of sales. And we're looking at GBP USD. If GBP USD breaks below 1.2395 area, if it breaks below 1.2395 area, we're looking at continuation of sales. But if it doesn't, then you can look at the continuation of the buys. The major part for this Monday live session is not the signals. The signals make you money, yes, for those that are smart. And if you're in the signal, for you to join the signal is actually free. But then, for you to get the Monday live sessions, yeah, The money line session is more of an educative program. Yeah. So you looking at this educative program as something that can actually help you get the knowledge and then basically do a repetition of what is already there. Like it's copy and paste, right? And I pray God continue to help us. Please let's create love for each other. There's really no room for hate for you to just talk bad about one another. All right, so now let's talk a bit about psychology. Now, every single thing that is here that makes you so much money, one of the most important parts that determines how much money you're going to make or how much money you most likely lose is how you react when it comes to making money. I tell people every time that money making is more of a mental thing than you can possibly imagine. It's mental. Like it has to do more with your head more than anything else, right? So your ability to narrow down your losses, your ability on how you react to your losses, your ability on how you react to your wins really matter. You know, when some people when they're having consecutive wins, they feel like immortals, they feel like gods, that they're untouchable. But at the end of the day, you need to see the possibility in you growing as an individual, and that you growing boils down to you focusing on how you react to your losses, how you respond to your wins, and how you um respond to so many things, right? So the first thing that is very, very important is that as a trader, you need to start seeing beauty in, taking profit. I'm supposed to talk about that. So most people tend to always cut their um wins in a very, very short way. What do I mean by that? So for instance, now you have a very, very good trade that can give you a proper 1:2. You are quick to exit that trade because you feel like, oh, this trade might basically reverse and all that kind of stuff. So now once you have that feeling, you tend to always cut your wins short and you end up holding your losses more. And for me, the same way you tend to always hold your losses sometimes, at least try it, even if it's not 100% of the time. Try it 50% of the time. The same way you hold your losses sometimes, try to hold your wins to give you proper good ones. That's why I was inculcating the habit of taking swing trades in the signal room. Are you guys with me? So, first off, you need to start acknowledging the fact that trading is an high risk investment. Life is also high risk investment because none of us is going to make it out of life. That's how risky life is. So once you already acknowledge that fact in your head, and there is no business whatsoever that doesn't have its own risks. We have lots of multi-billion-dollar projects that have risks. Look at even when Dangote created a refinery, everything that revolves around life. For you to be able to do that one big thing, that one big breakthrough that can literally change the dynamics of your life, you have to be a risk taker. So check it. Billionaires equals risk taker. If you cannot take risk, there is nobody that have climbed pinnacle of success that wasn't a risk taker. So if you know you want to do mind-blowing things in the Forex space, you also have to be a risk taker. Now the beautiful thing about trading is that you can always take calculated risks. And what do I mean by that? You know how much you can potentially lose and how much you can potentially make before entering a trade. That's why I said you can take conservative risks. But then you still have to take risks. And you seeing the beauty in you growing. For instance, I jokingly say it every time, and I'm serious about it too, that the 0.01 will not change your life. Yes, I agree. But it can be a start of something good. It can be a start of something good, which means if you're growing a $100 account, you can see how, if you're holding a $100 account, you can see how, for instance, now, if you're holding if you're trading a $100 account, you can see how you can grow your account from the current capital that it is to maybe like 100%. Or maybe 50%, 100% a month. If you successfully do that, you can slowly push that account into a good figure. I've done that before. So it's not something that I've not done. But you can push a $100 capital into something good. But then it might not basically change your life. But if you have something by the side, that can literally also help you to fund your trading. Are you guys with me? So one way or the other, you know that you now have opportunities that can literally help you scale and grow. And then that's just it. So I pray that God continues to help every single one of us. So for those asking about USD CAD, I already said it on the Signal group that they should exit the trade. But me personally, I'm not. I've said it. I don't know why you guys are still bringing it up here. And let's check. Somebody said I should check US oil for possible sales. I think Ore said US oil. Looking at the sales. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, US oil. Okay, well, first off, let's look at this quickly in less than how many minutes. So first of you have a high, sweep of a high, the market push your price into this area. Yes. The next thing is that you have the liquidity zone sitting on inside. First off. Then secondly, you have possible sells here. What I mean by that, because market has reacted here before, then hold on. You have series break of structures here. First of all, you have a break of structure by body, not by week here. Then you have your second BOS, which is also sitting down here below. No need to mark that out. So we have been expecting the sales. So once I come here, take a short position, come here, look at it. This actually is a very big time frame. This is daily. I'm going to go back to just hold on. So you take this is change this for you to get your sell around here. You refine this to something around here. Then you have something like this. Then you have shorts. Now let's come down to 4 hour. What do we have? Now let's minimize the chart to see. Hold on. Let's come bring this here. Again. 2. This. Let's take the chart. Let's minimize. Expand. Are there going to be possible sales here? Yes. Yes. So yes, this is an area for a possible sell. So all right, you know what to do. All right, guys. So I hope this has been insightful enough. I've been able to learn. And as you all know, we do this every Monday just to basically help and support the community and to also help you grow, really. And I pray that God continues to guide and uplift every single one of you. So I pray that as you go about your new week, you find favor in the eyes of God and in the eyes of man. And I pray that God grant every single one of your desires. And I say it every time that, in as much as you people need me, I also need you guys because I won't be talking to thin air. So please continue to stay safe. And I know you're all big men and women, but please let people know where you're going when you're stepping out. Maybe if it's just one person, continue to take very good care of yourself. And I really appreciate you. Thanks for always sticking around. And I pray your week is fulfilled. All right, guys. Bye for now and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you so much.